that I know. I watch TV and films. We're also going to have, with this event, we're going to have, there's going to be a skateboarding competition. It's also going to be it's going to be much smaller than Summerfest. It'll basically be just the mid-gate of Summerfest, the Miller stage, and the Potawatomi stage. So it's much smaller. Also, be prepared. There will be no bleachers. There will be no tables. Again, like a lot of young people, it's just going to be general admission, wide open. Because even as I heard that, I said, "Are you out of your mind? There's going to be anywhere to sit down." I'm going to relax. So it's going to be different. Yes, sir.
Vic, is this the takeoff of the Warped Tour?
Actually, excuse me. Actually, all of those festivals: Warped Tour, Bonnaroo, Coachella. And I can't. What's the one in Chicago? That's the one that Perry Farrell's involved with. Lollapalooza, right. Yeah. We looked at all of those, and not to say they were like all of them, but yes, that was actually a lot of the things. The decor is going to be looking different from Summerfest. Summerfest, typically you'll see banners, you'll see a lot of static things. But if you're right, if you go to the Warped Tour, I mean, we spend a fortune on doing our brochure, and then we have schedule boards, right? If you go to Warped Tour, it's a big Velcro board, and they just put the band's names out. Today in this city, so-and-so is going to play at 8 o'clock, somebody else is going to play at 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's going to be, that's our goal. I think the difference is, and when I said earlier we're not good at new events, well, the Encore, we did that, and one of the worst mistakes we did, my opinion, is that we did it once, it didn't make money, and we said, well, this isn't worth it, we're just stopped. I think all of you know anything, and I saw some people here earlier where they were talking about where they started the event, and it was very small, now it's more successful. It takes time to build any event. So I'm hoping with the Verge Festival, again, I'm not in the position to say, but I hope they give it at least 3 years. Almost any new event that you're going to do, you need at least 3 years where people can get into it. They'll have their word of mouth from all the other people, and they say, hey, you should have been at the Verge Festival. I didn't get there this year. Well, I'll go there next year, right? That's the thing that actually makes events successful, I think. I guess, and I'll just say this. If we had had that attitude about Summerfest, there wouldn't have been a second Summerfest, right? Because the first Summerfest lost money. Obviously, anybody knows Summerfest was one of a brainchild of Mayor Meyer at the time. And one of the things is, and I can't say this from after being there for a while, each year that it lost money, he said, no, we're going to do this. This is something that's going to be our signature event for Milwaukee. He really was committed, and he also got on the phone and convinced other people, right? But Summerfest didn't make a dime, and I really didn't make a dime until it was at least 10 years old. Now it's very successful. So when you hear somebody talking about, well, I'm going to do this for a year or two, if it doesn't work, we're just going to drop it, I think that's ridiculous. It takes time. Another good example was Disney World. If they had used that formula at Disney World, they would have closed on the first day. Their first day was an absolute disaster, right? The only reason that